Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to Alim Academy. Today we are going to solve fractions with different denominators. We will solve some questions regarding this. So let's go and start them. The first question is 5 over 2 minus 3 over 8. We have two fractions. Here. First fraction is 5 over 2 and the next one is 3 over 8 and we have to subtract them. So one thing that we have to observe here is that we have to see the denominators. See, the first denominator is 2 and the next denominator is 8. So if you observe, 8 is multiple of 2. Like 2 4 times is 8. Okay, 2 4 times is 8. So it means that 8 is multiple of 2. So in this case, when one number is multiple of the other number, so always remember that you have to make the denominator to that number which is the bigger one. See, one number is 2 and the other number is 8. 2 4 times is 8. So 8 is coming in the table of 2. So we have to make 8 in both of the denominators, over here and over here. Over here we already have 8, so we will just make 8 on this denominator to solve this problem. So let's start the solution. Okay, first of all, what you have to do, you have to write the question as it is if you get this question in the paper. Okay, next you have to make 2, you have to convert 2 into 8. So you can multiply 2 with 4 to make it 8. So what we do here, we multiply this with 4, and there is a rule in mathematics that whatever you do in the denominator, you have to do in the numerator as well. So if you multiply with 4 in the denominator, then you have to multiply with 4 in the numerator as well. Okay, and we can put the equality sign here. Okay, now see, 5 4 times is 20 and 2 4 times is 8. So now you see the denominators are same. So now what you have to do, you have to put a single line in there. You have to convert them into a single fraction. So you just put a single line and write 8 in the denominator, and in the numerator you have to write 20 minus 3. Now this question is very easy for you. Okay, because over there in the question you could not do 5 minus 3, but now you can do 20 minus 3. Why? Because you have converted the denominators into the same. You have same the denominators. Now you can subtract them. 20 minus 3 is 17. Okay, so this is your answer, 17 over 8. But remember one thing, when you have question in the fraction, you always have to write down the answer in the fraction as well. So to convert them into fraction, you have to write 17 inside and you have to write 8 outside. You always write denominator outside and you always write numerator inside. So 8 2 times is 16. Subtract them, you get 1 here. So now start from here. 2 whole 1 over 8. Okay, 2 whole 1 over 8 is your answer. So answer you can write here as 2 whole 1 over 8. Alright, so this is the answer of the first question. Now let's move to the next question. Next problem is this, that 3 over 2 plus 8 over 3. Now see, you have different denominators. So what you have to do in this case, let's do it. 3 over 2 plus 8 over 3. We write the question again. Okay, you have now different denominators. The first denominator is 2 and the next denominator is 3. Okay, what you have to do, see, you know the table of 2. Table of 2 is 2 1s are 2, 2 2s are 4, 2 3s are 6, 2 4s are 8, and so on. And what is the table of 3? Table of 3 is 3 1s are 3, 3 2s are 6, 3 3s are 9, 3 4s are 12, and so on. Okay, you can see that there is a single number which is common in both of the tables. The smallest number which is common in both of the tables, that is 6. You observe that 6 is coming in both of the tables. Okay, so you have to make 6 in both of the denominators. So I repeat this process again. First of all, you write the table of 2, then you write the table of 3, and then see which is the smallest common number in them. I saw that the smallest common number is 6, so I have to make 6 in both of the denominators. So let's start the solution. So to make 2 as 3, what we do? We always have to multiply. You cannot add 4 in this. Okay, remember, this is not the rule of mathematics. You always have to multiply. Okay, so 2 times 3 is 6. So whatever you do in the denominator, there is a rule of mathematics that you have to do in the numerator as well. Okay, so over here you have 3. How to make it 6? You have to multiply this number with 2, and whatever you do in the denominator, you have to do in the numerator as well. All right. Okay, now 3 times 3 is 9, 2 times 3 is 6, 8 times 2 is 16, and 3 times 2 is 6. Okay, now the denominators are same. You can see them, the denominators are same. So what you have to do them? You have to write them in a single fraction. So just write a single fraction and write 6 in the denominator, and in the numerator you can add the numbers 9 plus 16. So what is 9 plus 16? 9 plus 16 is 25. So you have 25 over 6. Now see, the numerator is bigger than denominator, so you can convert them into fractions, into mixed fractions. So what do you have to do? You have to just write the numerator inside, and then you have to write the denominator outside. So read the table of 6 till 25, or the lowest number. So you know that 6 4s is 24. 25 minus 24 is 1. So 4 whole 1 over 6. 4 whole 1 over 6 is your answer. So you can write down the answer here, 4 whole 1 over 6. So that is your answer. So this is the way how to solve fractions with different denominators. And before this, we learned how to solve fractions with the denominators which are coming in the table of each other. Like one number is coming in the table of the other number. Next problem we have 5 over 2 minus 9 over x. So let's start this problem. Okay, now what do you have to do? See that the first denominator is 2 and the next denominator is x. Okay, so in these type of questions, when you have one denominator is a number and the other denominator is an alphabet, then what you have to do? You just have to multiply both of them. What comes? 2x. So it means that you have to make 2x in this denominator and you have to make 2x in this denominator. Okay, you have to make denominator 2x in both of the denominators, in both of the fractions. Okay, so let's do them. So how to convert 2 into 2x? We obviously multiply this with some number to make it 2x, and that number is x. So there is a rule of mathematics that whatever you do in the denominator, you have to do in the numerator as well. Okay, and similarly, how to make x as 2, how to convert x into 2, you will multiply with 2 to make it 2x. Okay, and whatever you do in the denominator, you have to do in the numerator as well. Okay, now remember one thing: whenever you multiply some number with the alphabet, you just eliminate this multiplication sign. Okay, you just erase or eliminate this multiplication sign, and the answer comes as 6z. Okay, so what will answer come here? Answer will be 2x, here will be 5x, here will be 9 to the 18, and here will be 2x. Okay, so now what? Now you just have to write down the single fraction. Why? Because we have the same denominator. Okay, now just write 2x for the one time in a single fraction, and in the numerator just subtract the numbers, 5x minus 18. So this is your answer. You cannot subtract 5x minus 18. Okay, 5x minus 18 cannot be subtracted. This will be same. This answer is not equal to minus 13 or minus 13x. Okay, these both are wrong. Okay, these are not the answers to this. It will be same as it is. 5x minus 18 cannot be solved. Alright, so this is your answer, your final answer. Let's move to the next problem. The next case is a little different. You have alphabets in the denominators. So how to solve them? Let's learn how to solve them. What do you have to do? You just have to put the equality sign here. Now 6 over x plus 4 over y. You see that the one denominator is x and the other denominator is y. So when you have this kind of question, you have denominators as an alphabets. Then what you do? You just have to multiply them. X multiply y. And whenever we multiply two alphabets, we just eliminate this multiplication sign, and the answer comes as xy. So you have to convert the denominators, this one into xy, and then this one also into xy. Okay, so now let's do this. So how to convert this into xy? We just multiply x with the y, and whatever we do in the denominator, we have to do in the numerator as well. Okay, and over here we just multiply y with x, and whatever we do in the denominator, we have to do in the numerator as well. This is the rule of mathematics. Mathematics rules are very important. You have to remember them. 6 multiply y, I told you, we just eliminate the multiplication sign. It comes 6y. And x multiply y, we just eliminate the multiplication sign. It will be xy. 4 times x, we just eliminate the multiplication sign, 4x. X multiply y, we just eliminate the multiplication sign. This will be yx. Remember that yx and xy both are same. Don't worry about xy or yx. Okay, I write here that xy is equal to yx. Okay, xy is equal to yx. So what we have to do? We just have to convert them into a single fraction. We have to put a single fraction, and in the numerator we have to add them. 6y plus 4x. 6y plus 4x over xy is your answer. Remember that 6y plus 4x is equal to 10xy or is equal to 10x or is equal to 10y. These all are wrong. Okay, these numbers cannot be solved. Okay, 6y plus 4x cannot be solved. It will be as it is. So this is your answer. 6y plus 4x whole over xy. Next we have the last problem. The last problem is 7 over x plus 5 over x plus 1. Sometimes we have these kind of problem. Okay, how to solve this I tell you. Okay, remember that now you have x and x plus 1. So the rule is same as we did in the last question. We have alphabets, and one is the pure alphabet and one is alphabet with the number. Like this is an algebraic expression. Okay, so whenever you have this kind of problem, you just multiply them. X multiply x plus 1. What do you get? You get as x into x plus 1. So you have to convert the denominator into x and x plus 1. Okay, into x and x plus 1. So how to do them? Let's learn this. What do you have to do? You have to multiply the first number. I'm sorry. Okay, what do you have to do? You have to multiply the first number x with x plus 1. Okay, and whatever you do in the denominator, you have to do in the numerator as well. Okay, and over here you have to multiply x plus 1 with what? Obviously with x. Okay, and whatever you do in the numerator, in the denominator, you have to do in the numerator as well. Okay, so now 7 times x plus 1, we just first eliminate the multiplication sign, and over here we just eliminate the multiplication sign. This will be x into x plus 1. 5 times x is just 5x, and x into x plus 1 is x multiply x plus 1. We can write here as well. Okay, next what you have to do, you have to just expand the numerator. 7 times x plus 1 will become 7x plus 7. Okay, and the denominator, the number will be as it is, x into x plus 1. Okay, now you have to, what do you have to do? The denominators are same, so just convert them into a single fraction. Just write x multiply x plus 1 in the denominator, and the numerator you can write 7x plus 7 plus 5x, and the next step you can solve them. Seven x plus 5x can be solved. Remember that 7x and 5x can be solved, and they will be equal to 7 and 5 is 12. They will be equal to 12x. Okay, but they cannot be solved with 7. So you just write down the answer here. 12x plus 7, and this 12x plus 7 is your answer. Okay, and remember that 12x plus 7 cannot be solved. Do not write the answer as 12x plus 7 equal to 19x or equal to 19. They cannot be added. Remember that. Okay, the number with the alphabets cannot be added with the number without alphabet. So These were all the problems which you face in different classes, in class 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. In O levels and A levels, you face these kind of problems. So I have solved all these problems, the fractions with the different denominators. Thank you very much for your time.